Hi, this is Trey Passer. Welcome to my review of Netflix Jupiter's Legacy. This is the latest series that's dropped on Netflix. This dropped on Friday. It's 8 episodes, and this is about the first generation of superheroes who, according to the description, the first generation of superheroes, and it kind of expands the stories, kind of stories told in, from the point of view when it kind of jumps in times, put it that way. It starts in the late 20s and then it jumps to the present time. And basically it's about, again, the superheroes called the Union. They have a code they stick to, which is no killing. That's the most important rule for the Union, the superheroes that are presently in. The main characters in this Union are Selden Sampson, played by Josh Duhamel. He's called Utopian. He's like the Superman of the group. Okay, and he's married to Grace Kennedy Sampson, played by Leslie Bibb. She's Lady Liberty. And then you have Selden Sampson's older brother. He's called Brainwave. Okay, and there's three other members in the group. Matt Latner, he plays George, Selden's best friend. And I think he's called Skyfox. And I'm going to do this from the top of my head. And you have Fitz Small, he plays Flair. And there's one other group called Blue Bolt, another character named Blue Bolt. So those are the 6 original heroes. So like I said, it kind of jumps back in time. It kind of shows you the beginnings of the superhero, how they became superheroes and how they got their powers and everything else in their family life. And then it jumps to the current time. And like I said, the current time, they're having a kind of an issue with the code. The younger superheroes are. Selden Sampson, Utopia, and him and Grace, they have 2 kids. Okay, Brandon, who's he's the older son, and he's called Paragon. And they have another younger daughter called Chloe, who's kind of rebelled, and she has issues with her father. She doesn't want, she doesn't want to follow the superhero thing, so she does her supermodel thing, the whole drinking and drugging and being a supermodel and stuff, and having random sex and stuff with random strangers and stuff things. So she's kind of like the rebel in the family. Okay, and like I said, they're having a main issue with Utopian feels like the world is kind of losing its way, and he's really hard on his kids because he has this moral code, and if when they show you the flashbacks, you kind of understand where he's coming from. Okay, why he has the strict rule that he has from the way he grew up and stuff. But anyway, the main thing is, like I said, you have this conflict with the younger heroes. They're starting to rebel against this no-kill rule and stuff because they're feeling that the villains are being harsher and stuff, and they're going to have to break that rule if they want to survive. Okay, and I enjoy this. Like I said, the production values are really done really well in this show. From the flying, the special effects, the fights. There's even like a great superhero fight. I think in episode 1, which is like really, because I don't think you really get to see, maybe in Avengers Age of Ultron, and I guess in Avengers at the end of it too, but you see them fighting as a team, I think, because I think that's very rare that you see that in superhero movies, except a group superhero movie, you see them fighting as a team, and they show a really good example of it, and looked really well done to me, in my opinion. And I thought the actors did a really good job with the characters and stuff, because there's lots of twists and turns, and without spoiling it, okay, there's a really good twist in this show. But like I said, I think the actors did a really good job because, like I said, Sheldon, who's Josh Duhamel, he's the Utopian, the Superman of the group, and he's trying to basically hold this group together and hold his family together, even though, like I said, his daughter is rebelling, his son is kind of unsure of where he wants to be, even though he wants to, take over eventually for his father. So you have that conflict, and he's also Selden Sampson, Utopian's also having, him and his wife clash sometimes as well, even though she goes along with most of what he says all the time, but she's starting to question it too. But he's trying to hold on to his strict beliefs and stuff, feeling that society is kind of going south, where he's trying to hold on to his values and stuff. So I think they did that really well with him, because his part is really kind of, because he's trying to be, one way, but he feels like society is going another way. And even his kids are questioning what he's saying, and other heroes are. So you get that conflict. The only thing is some of the heroes, in my opinion, don't get enough screen time. That's the only kind of negative I think about this show, that some of the heroes don't get enough screen time. To me, like Flare and Blue Bolt, you don't really get to know them as well as you do the other characters. So I guess they could concentrate on all the characters at once, even though there are 8 episodes and stuff. But some characters you like I said, I like Utopian, I like Brainwave, I like Lady Liberty. Chloe, the daughter who's rebelling, I mean, the character is really annoying. So I guess the actress is doing a really good job. But her character to me is truly annoying. I'm sorry, she is just really, really annoying. And there's another character named Hutch, who I really like, and you'll see when you watch the show why I like the character of Hutch. He's a really, he kind of reminds me of the character in what's that show? Jeez, I'm drawing a blank on her name. Jessica Jones. Remember, she had a guy working for her. It kind of reminds me of that character. I've got the character's name on it, Jessica Jones, but the guy that used to work for her, like the secretary guy. But anyway, like I said, the special effects are really good. The fights are good in the show. The acting is good. Like I said, the only negative to me is like some of the characters you don't get to know as well, and maybe they're saving that for the second season. If this show gets a second season, which I would like it to get a second season, because I think there is more to explore on this show and stuff, especially the way things turn out. So I definitely think there's more to explore. So I definitely enjoyed it. Okay, and I'm gonna give Jupiter's Legacy. I'm gonna give it a. I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Like I said, I enjoyed it. Like I said, the only thing I didn't like was that some of the characters didn't get enough screen time to me, and you want to kind of know. But I thought, when it jumping back and forth in time, that didn't bother me at all because I could keep track of what was happening and stuff, so that didn't bother me at all and stuff. And like I said, the special effects and stuff were really good in this show, and there's a lot of cool action scenes in this and a lot of good drama in this, inherent in this. And I really enjoyed it, and I definitely would recommend it to anybody else to watch it. And hopefully they get a second season, because I definitely would like to revisit these characters again. So anyway, let me know what you think. You've seen Jupiter's Legacy. What do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. I have links to my social media in the description box: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Also have a link to my other channel, Paul Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. Also have a link to my Patreon channel. It's only $5 a month. Please check that out. Link below, and you get a lot of content. And this is Trade Pass saying so long and take care.